Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Second down. Here we go.
After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They feed him again. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention. And
breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick...
Got a little grass, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Phillips. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chain. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The run inside. It's Frazier. Delivers the stiff arm.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On first down, Nate Frazier. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And he added the extra point. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Allen. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They're working that left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. Pulls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Dave.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. And a nice grab there, big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the Dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to half.
There's headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to... And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Carroll. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires toward the end zone. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
The give on the option. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the 2nd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now over to your game inside LT Smith Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Western Kentucky's head coach told me at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. Stumbled to the ground.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Flowers. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The run inside. It's Allen. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Flowers. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Claiborne. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going to the run, it's Allen. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go. Ready. Running inside. It's Hicks. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Georgia sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Frazier again. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide, find his way and end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point... Push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Shakes off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Pulls it again on the option. Makes a man miss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air, maybe some room here. The 30, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes the big play. Yes, please.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Line is set on 3rd down. In the red area, it's Phillips. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in Game 1. Blowout win looking like in Game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So first down will open up the final period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hicks. And a good job of coverage. Defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. On target over the middle. Brought down at the... Line after ripping off the big play. The Hilltoppers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The offense changing the play. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Turning on the Jets. The 30, past the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Hey guys, checking in from the Western Kentucky sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. Under fire. Gets away. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Dumps it to the back. He's got it. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the Hilltoppers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hicks. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling